It's a gorgeous evening in the Peach State as two Eastern Conference foes collide as Atlanta United hosts Inter Miami 2 from Turner Soccer Complex in Athens, Georgia. Welcome in. I'm Josh Toll. Second meeting of the season between these two sides. In the first meeting, Atlanta took down Inter Miami by a score of 2-0 in Miami. Miami looks to get one back here tonight as Miami come to Athens, having been shut out in their last 3 straight games. A win tonight for Inter Miami would be their first of the season, in their first since August of 2023 when they beat this Atlanta side. Atlanta United 2 are coming off a 1-0 win over Toronto. Daniel Chica with the lone goal in that game, 4th shutout of the season for the club. They have a chance to get back-to-back wins if they are able to take down this Atlanta United side. Our starting lineups, we begin with the home side in Atlanta. Our starting 11 tonight for Jose Silva. He will have his club in a 4-2-3-1. 3 changes from last week's game against Toronto. Getting a start for the 3rd time this season, Jaden Hibbert between the sticks. He's allowed 3 goals on the season. Last time he started, you have to go back to May 10th against Orlando City B. Some first-teamers down here with Luke Brennan as well as Matthew Edwards. Matthew Edwards with his first start of the season. He did play with the twos in 2024 briefly. He's been a mainstay, though, for the first team side. He's already played in 7 games this season for Atlanta's first team. Luke Brennan also getting his 3rd start of the season, a mainstay as well with the first team side. In his last appearance with his second team, what did he do? Well, he scored a goal, his lone goal this season, that one coming against Huntsville City. Meanwhile, for Inter Miami 2, the Herons, they will come out in a 3-4-3. 2 changes from their loss the last week against Chattanooga. Teo Vorenkamp back in the starting lineup in the midfield. He'll look to link up front with Mateo Saha as well as Diego Rey. Nicolas Almeida also gets the start at the left back position in his 12th start of the season. Just 19 years old. Inter Miami, one of the younger squads in MLS Next Pro. Matias Marine once again will be between the sticks in his 14th start of the season. He's made 46 saves on the season. That's tied for 4th best in MLS Next Pro. Our match officials tonight, our head referee, Eric Lozama. Our first assistant is Austin Holt. Our second assistant, Kendall McCardell. And our 4th official tonight is Tyler Boast. Inter Miami will come to Athens in their pink uniforms with the black numbers. Meanwhile, Atlanta United, the 5 stripes in their red and black home kits. Should be a fun one here this evening between these two sides. Second of 3 meetings between these two teams, and these teams are evenly matched up over the course of history. All time, 4 wins, 4 losses, and 2 draws for each side. And Inter Miami has struggled on the road. Atlanta at home against Inter Miami. 3 of their 4 wins coming on their home turf. Just 1 loss at home. Inter Miami hoping to make it their 2nd loss in this series history. Gorgeous night here between these two sides. In the first meeting, Atlanta with a 2-0 win. Arif Kovac, who leads the league in goals scored, he scored in that game as well as Cameron Dunbar. Dunbar tonight will be wearing the armband for the 5 stripes. Meanwhile, for the Herons, it will be Tyler Hall. Talking with head coach for Atlanta United, Jose Silva, about this Inter Miami side. Cannot relax against this team. Standings do not show their quality. Really felt like last game when these two teams side, they were the better of the team for 45 minutes, but coming into this game, we need to possess the ball and we need to be good with our press, be smart in how we find space in behind the back line, and be smart with the space without the ball. Need to make them work. Meanwhile, for this Inter Miami side, this is a game where they need to get off to a fast start. They must be the aggressor, come out strong, and put Atlanta on the back foot. They need to be the hunter. Too many times this season, Miami's trailed in game. Just twice this year have they scored the opening goal in a game. Last time they did that, you have to go back to May 8th against Chattanooga. That was 7 games ago. That could be the big difference maker in this game if Inter Miami can get on the score sheet first and have to make Atlanta play from behind. as we are underway now here from Turner Soccer Complex in beautiful Athens, Georgia. Glad you can join us wherever you are in the world as Rondell White will play it back for White. He is fifth star of the year, one of the youngsters on this team, just 17 years old. Atlanta United averaging just 20 and a half years per age on their side. Inter Miami right there as well. So you have two of the younger clubs going at it here tonight. Nicholas Almeida back in the starting lineup for Inter Miami. This Inter Miami side, 5 points on the season. They do have 4 draws on the year. They picked up an extra point in one of those draws as this is headed away by Cisse. Comes into the circle and played out. Inter Miami, all eyes will be on big 6'4", 39 Arif Kovac, who has 12 goals on the season. He scored in 5 of his last 7 games. Earlier this year, of course, he scored in a game against Huntsville City 5 times in that game, a league record. Luke Brennan back with the second team tonight, making his 3rd start. Both these teams, they want to come out and be the aggressor in this match tonight, and talking with head coach Jose Silva about that. Wants to get off to a strong start, really press really hard. I believe our opponents will not have the ball. They really want to force them to make turnovers. Felt like they did a great job of that in the first 45 minutes against Toronto. In the second half, they were a little bit late on pressing, so he wants to adjust that here tonight, but wants to see this team be more consistent with their press here throughout the remainder of the season. Talking with him on that game against Toronto, really felt that they had a great first half, really dominated that game against Toronto, but that second half got a little too relaxed. Felt like they lost their identity a bit, so that's one of the big adjustments here coming in. Turning away is White as this takes a deflection, and it'll go back to Marine. For Marine, his 14th start of the season. Does have 1 clean sheet on the year. Great shot stopper, has made 46 saves on the year. As we have an offside flag up called against Inter Miami. For this Atlanta side, 2 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws over their last 5 games. Their last 2 games that they have won have both been by clean sheets. Inter Miami in the midst of a 4-game road trip that will end next week when they go on the road. I should say it will end on the 22nd when they go on the road to take on Carolina Core. Pushing up here is Atlanta United. Played out wide to Sean Quee. Sean Quee, one of the numerous members on this team that signed with the first team. Gill will play it backwards. Chica, we've seen Chica play in the outside back position as well as the center back. He is a player that Jose Silva had high praise in our coach's call this week, as we will have our first corner of the game and we'll go to Atlanta. Set pieces, always a difference maker. You talk to these various coaches from around the league, how they can manufacture goals, and a lot of times it comes find a way to win here on set pieces, and a first opportunity here for the home side. Outward swinging ball coming in. Just waiting to get started as there's some pushing and shoving going on in the 18-yard box. The service into the heart of the box and headed out with ease. Flick back. And this one just trickles wide, near chance right there from Atlanta United. Beautiful ball sent in on the flick. Kovac nearly got to it with his head on the post, but just could not get contact with the ball. And right now the player down is the goalkeeper, Matias Marine. Marine, though, able to pop back up. And he'll get us going once again. Inter Miami winless in the last 23 games. Go back to August 3rd, when they took down this Atlanta United team. Lone team without a win right now in MLS Next Pro. Hoping to change that here on the road as this is played out wide. And nothing happening here on the build-up. Vorenkamp, the nearest target for the Herons. Inter Miami last season did not make the playoffs. They did make it in 2024, though. Meanwhile, Atlanta United right now currently sitting 7th in the standings, have a chance to make the playoffs for the first time in the club's history. Top 8 teams advance on. Hall will play this back to Marine. Marine, nice little sidestep. How about that footwork right there to get Kovac to go flying by? Here's Hall, the captain. He'll go over to White. White, tall outside back at 6'3". As this ball is played down by Marine. And the throw coming here for Inter Miami. Inter Miami struggling to find scoring. Just 3 players have scored on the year. Ido Zelzir Zubida leads the team with 7. That's more than half the team's goals. In total, the team has scored 13 on the season. Mateo Saha with 4, and Preston Plombeck has 2 on the year. Wanting a foul there was Kovac, not going to get the call. This ball played up the line. And ball won back by Atlanta United. Played forward. Kovac unable to get to the ball for Atlanta as this is played out to Vorenkamp. Vorenkamp getting his 15th start of the season. Didn't play last week. Almeida. He'll send it across the field. And now we will have a foul. This will go against Vorenkamp. Shankui was the player that went down, but popped right up for Atlanta United. Take a look back at this foul. A clear foul there by Vorenkamp, going right into the side of Shankui. Will Riley down with the second team, getting his first start. He's played in 4 games already for the first team side. Arena under pressure from Kovac. Kovac nearly got to the ball, forces the turnover. This ball played out wide. Offside flag, though, is up. Inter Miami bailed out right there. Mentioned the struggles of Inter Miami when it comes to scoring, just 13 goals on the year. That's last in MLS Next Pro. They've only scored multiple goals in a game twice this season. They scored 2 against Huntsville City and 4 against Chicago. Those 4 goals coming back in March. So Cubs thinking that once the first one goes in, things will just unravel from there. They've been in numerous games over the course of the season, but just have not been able to pull out that first win as of yet. This chipped over to Vorenkamp. Vorenkamp cuts it across. Opportunity here now on the backside of the box. Herons looking for the first goal. Top of the area, chipped. Shot blocked. Follow up. And not enough power behind this from De Paula. Good opportunity right there from Inter Miami, but unable to finish in the end. Gill, another one of the players signed with the first team, originally born in Denver, moved to Spain as a kid. This is played down. Marine diving here, trying to play it out, unable to. Chance here for Atlanta as this hits off Marine. And Inter Miami gets a lucky break right there. Marine well off his line, trying to head it out of play to allow his defense to get back, was unable to. And then across that he blocked, now leads to this corner. Another opportunity here for Gill. Gill with his 13th start of the season. He's been a mainstay in the midfield as that defensive holding midfielder for this Atlanta United 2 side. This ball played in, headed up, and this is going to go out of play. Good opportunity right there for Mohamed Cisse, but unable to direct this ball on frame. Cisse gets to it, does a great job beating his man to the ball, but just completely underneath it. Came over from North Texas last season. White. Back to Marine. Atlanta United applying their press. Inter Miami here looking to break it. Sidestep, see if they can get a numerical advantage here going forward. This ball sent out wide. Edwards to defend. A slip ball in. The shot, and this goes wide. And this will be last touch by Inter Miami. Daniel Chica got over there, but did not touch the ball on the challenge. Nice run here. Chica getting over to make the challenge. But Inter Miami, once again, nothing to show for their efforts. Chance here for Jaden Hibbert to play it away. 4 saves on the year for Hibbert. Vorenkamp at midfield. Zaha goes down the ground, and this will be a foul here against Cisse of Atlanta United 2. Excellent opportunity here now on the set piece coming for Inter Miami. Zeltier Zubida not starting here tonight. He'll come off the bench, so for Inter Miami, one of their main targets will be Mateo Saha with 4 goals on the season, who's the player just fouled a moment ago. That's going to be the thing for Inter Miami. Find those other players that can contribute in scoring goals. Diego Rey could be one of those players as De Paula will place the ball down. Mateus Acevedo also looking for his first goal this season. The Bigs are up from the back. Ball played in, back post ball. Headed down, but not away from danger. The shot takes a deflection, goes up in the air. Brennan unable to clear it though. Another opportunity here for Inter Miami. Shot was blocked and now scooped up by Hibbert. Shanqui unable to get to the ball. That one just sailed over his head. This portion of the broadcast is sponsored to you by Emory Healthcare. Inter Miami, a couple different times have been dangerous here in the attacking third. This ball sent in by Vorenkamp. Shanqui sends it right back to Dunbar. Dunbar wearing the captain's armband. 5 goals, 5 assists on the season. He scored the winning goal in a close friendly against Sporting Kansas City last week. Both teams not afraid to work with patience. Pretty even when it comes to passing the ball throughout the season in terms of completion percentage. Riley trying to slip that one through, but a good defensive play by Rondell White. Rondell White showing some of that closing speed right there. Here's a look back on that set piece try. Great opportunity for Inter Miami, but just unable to convert. There you see the poor clearance by Brennan. Allowing for the opportunity. Saha's shot, though, blocked. Long throw in here by Atlanta United. Unable to clear away from danger. The shot bending, but could not get the dip. Great strike behind the shot attempt, but unable to get the dip. Long throw from Chongqui, unable to clear it, was Inter Miami. You see the ball bend, but just could not go underneath for Cameron Dunbar. Never had a chance from when it left its foot. Vorenkamp goes inside. Kovac wins the ball back. Kovac, one of those bigger players up front. Seen a lot more of those around the league here in MLS Next Pro. Here's Cisse. With a big body, they can provide so much problems with their size. And of course, an aerial threat as this played in and goes over everyone. Kovac does have 4 goals coming by way of the head. So when he can get his body position in that 6-yard box, very tough player to defend. He's really good with both feet as well. 4 goals coming from his right foot, 3 goals coming from the left. Inter Miami doing what they've done here these last few weeks, keeping the game close, giving themselves a chance. This ball played out wide into the channel, sent into the box, and once again going over everyone. Atlanta just needs to be a little bit more clinical with their passing here. If they can connect on some of these balls where they're lofted into the air, they could present a real problem here for Inter Miami in the box. This ball is sent high into the sky, nodded backwards. Saha with a back heel, no one there. Here, giveaway by Atlanta. Dunbar turns aside. Chongqui plays it across, and no one making a back post run for Atlanta. See Chongqui once again wanting to go inside to Kovac to use his height to his advantage. Unable to reach him, although that was last touch by Inter Miami, so a throw here for Atlanta United. Gill once again sends it into the channel. Nice ball by Brennan, looping pass to the back. Vorenkamp unable to send away from danger. Dunbar working his way to the touchline. Dunbar, nice scoop ball. This ball played up, bicycle opportunity, Kovac on the foul, gets it back to his left, and now cleared away by Inter Miami. Opportunity right there for Atlanta, but they could not get enough contact behind the shot attempt to get one in. Beautiful bicycle effort. Here's Kovac once again, the shot deflected up and off top of the netting. Some great moments from Atlanta, but nothing to show for it as of yet. Beautiful ball forward. Kovac just using his body for position. Gets the shot, takes the deflection, goes up and over, and another corner coming here. Third corner of the game for Atlanta. Once again, it'll be Adrian Gill taking it. Gill does have 1 goal on the season, still looking for his first assist on the year. This ball played in, headed away by the Herons. Dunbar. Cisse. Back to Dunbar. How about that run? Dunbar cuts it to the top of the 6-yard box. The shot, and this one goes in! And Atlanta United are finally on the board. Back-to-back weeks with a goal for Daniel Chica. How about this, Bill? Great ball from Cisse, finding Dunbar. Nice little back heel, and waiting on the backside was Chica. He's now scored in 2 straight games. And our coach's call, with Jose Silva talking about Daniel Chica, about him this season. He's been really amazing this season, given the opportunity to help this team. But what he loves is he brings a great personality to the side. They love what he is in the locker room, a fun guy to be around. Just really, though, an all-around good defender, and they love this pace that he has. And now he's showing that he can be a goal threat. Seen him play an outside back, has come up as a center back, but a lot of these players having to show their versatility here with the twos. Chica being one of those. Another big body for Jose Silva. And Atlanta United strike first in the 21st minute. It's not always the likely heroes that show up, but Chica does it once again. Comes over from Carolina Core here to Atlanta United. Now with 2 goals on the season to go with 3 assists. Breathing room here for the home side. Atlanta United looking for back-to-back wins. At home this season, they have 4 wins, just 1 loss to go with 2 draws. This ball played up, cut across, but right at the top of the 6-yard box to make the stop on the pass attempt was Marine. Inter Miami once again having to play from behind. They've manufactured opportunities here in this first half, but nothing to show for it as of yet. Too many times, though, they have been hunted on the season, having to work their way from behind. 15 games this season, they've had to come from behind in 13 of those. Big difference it is when you lead the game and you have to force the other team to play on the back foot. Once again, Inter Miami on the back foot. Take a look back at this foul here as Bornkamp tries to get around Sean Kui, unable to do so. This ball skipping lines. Bornkamp ahead, but so is Cisse as well as Chica. This portion of the broadcast is sponsored to you by Gallagher. Looks like we might have to have a player for Atlanta come on for a moment. It's Dominic Shanqui. He was adjusting his shoe, but it looks like he's going to have to come off. Have to be allowed back onto the field. He's asking why. A chance here at least for him to tie his shoe before he comes back on. And Cisse will get us going once again. Interesting last 5 games here for Atlanta. The 2 shutouts. The last 5 games, they've scored 13 goals, have allowed 10, so now you can make it 14 goals they've scored. Hoping to get another clean sheet on the season. Back-to-back clean sheets would be a great thing for Jose Silva's side. So one of the areas that they've struggled in is just allowing goals on the year. One of the places that they want to shore up moving forward. This ball chipped up and gathered in by Marine. Chica, the goal scorer, and that goal officially coming in the 20th minute. Rain will scoop this up and fall on top of the ball. Foot race from the ball as it's played back to Hibbert. Riley working his way outside. This ball cut out by Inter Miami. Almeida will go all the way back. Marine. Ref says play on, no foul. This ball chipped in for Saha. A hard challenge and clean challenge as well from Atlanta. They're still on the ground right now for the Herons. 5 stripes will go forward. Here's Gill at midfield. A hard challenge here by Inter Miami. This time the whistle will be blown by our head referee, Eric Lozama. No cards have been given out as of yet to either side. It's been a relatively clean game so far. You see the challenge from behind and a foul. Edwards on the overlap, gets the ball. Cuts to his left. Up top for Dunbar, the shot! And that one blocked away. Big save right there by Marine. Keeps this game 1-0. How about this cutback here by Edwards? Beautiful pass to Dunbar at the top of the 18 and an even better save by Marine. You can see why he's one of the best in the league at making stops. This ball crossed in. And a goal kick here coming for the Herons. These two will play again in Miami. It'll be at Inter Miami CF Stadium on August 28th. And a push from behind, and the whistle will be blown against Chica as Saha once again goes down the surface. A few different times he's been knocked over today. You have to wonder if that'll be a warning for Atlanta as this is played up and sent away by Atlanta. A lot of times you see when a team targets certain players, the referee will give a warning. The next time that player is fouled, a yellow card could be given out. And 3 different times that Saha has gone down the ground here so far in this opening 29 minutes of play. Dunbar eludes pressure. Jean-Qui to Cisse. Cisse looking for Kovac. Kovac with a push from behind, and Marine goes down to the ground as Kovac throws up his hand in an apology. Hibbert with the start tonight. For the main part of the season, it has been mostly Ransom getting the starts for this Atlanta side. Jonathan Ransom, he does have 2 clean sheets on the year. Meanwhile, James Donaldson with 4 starts on the season for this Atlanta United 2 side. He also has 2 clean sheets on the season, so the only one yet to have a clean sheet is Hibbert. Chance here to change that at home as we have a foul by Vorenkamp. Vorenkamp might be getting a warning right there as he knocks over Jean-Qui. You have to love the clear communication, though, right there by Eric Lozama talking to Theo Vorenkamp about the foul that he committed.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
With the Heat, we'll have a hydration break here. Our score at the hydration break is 1-0. Atlanta United up with a Daniel Chica goal. His second goal of the season. He scored in back-to-back games. He scored last week in the 34th minute of the first half. This week he scores in the 20th minute of the first half. 4 wins at home on the season for Atlanta United. This portion of the broadcast is sponsored to you by Renegade Lemonade. Well, players might be over getting some Renegade Lemonade or just some water, but a chance for you to get some Renegade Lemonade right now. As these two teams battle it out in the heat here in Athens, Georgia, at Turner Soccer Complex. 32 minutes into this game, Daniel Chica with a lone goal. In this game so far, 4 corners as well for the home side. Both keepers have made 1 save in this game. Beautiful diving save in this first half here by Matias Marin. Otherwise, this game could very much be 2-0 in favor of Atlanta United. Jaden Hibbert, he's been tested, but not tested often for Inter Miami away from home on the season. 7 losses, 2 draws on the year. Trying to find their way to get back into this game. And really, they just need to create opportunities, try to challenge Hibbert, whether it's penetrating the box, sending some crosses over, see if they can maybe even make the keeper make a mistake, spill the ball, tip it out to one of their players who are coming on. Either it's a near post run or a back post run, but somehow able to find different ways to be creative in the 18-yard box to come up with a goal. We only have 3 goal scorers on the season. It's got to be someone else who's going to find a way to step up their game. I think of Mateo De Paula, one of the midfielders. He could be there centrally. Diego Rey on the outside in his second season. Last year, he did have 2 goals on the year. Maybe a Sloan Morrison can get on the score sheet for the Herons. Different story for Atlanta United, showing their different scoring capabilities. Once again, this week, though, it's coming from Daniel Chica. Normally they rely on Arif Kovac, but Cameron Dunbar with 5 goals on the season. Luke Brennan, even in his limited time with the second team, he does have a goal on the year. Dominic Shanqui also with a goal on the season. And now we resume play here in Athens. Hydration breaks should be familiar, well, just in general, but with the World Cup going on, plenty of hydrations there in every single game. So kind of get used to that break, a chance for teams to adjust, and really here a chance for Inter Miami to steal the momentum. Atlanta had all the rhythm heading into that hydration break, but now an opportunity here for Inter Miami to create some of their own. Shanqui calling for the foul on the backside of Vorenkamp. It's been a good battle between those 2 players here throughout this first half. It's really been back and forth. Urquidy. Almeida turning away from pressure. Dunbar. Here's Gill. Gill, little hesitation and go. Kovac. Kovac's little slip ball. Wanted to get in on the return, but unable to connect with him. Great idea right there, but unable to reach him was Luke Brennan. Love that quick thinking, that first touch, not hesitation by Brennan there, just playing it right to Kovac. If that ball goes cleanly, Kovac is going to have his 13th goal of the season. Opportunity maybe here on the byline. Ball played in, deflected away. A chance here for Atlanta to reset. Other action right now around MLS Next Pro. How about New York City FC 2 against Crown Legacy on the road, leading 3-0 in the first half. Dynamo Dos currently taking on City 2. That score 1-0 in favor of Dynamo Dos. Dunbar playing into the middle. Overlapping run, the cross. And another corner here for Atlanta United. Fifth corner of the game here for the Five Stripes. This ball sent in, headed down by Chica. The shot on the fob, no! Chica nearly had his second of the game. White sends it up the field. Vorenkamp now tracking forward. Vorenkamp, foot race. Good tackle right here by Atlanta United's Matthew Edwards coming over to help defensively. Good foot race right there between Vorenkamp and Will Riley, and then the help from Edwards. This ball for Kovac. Kovac. Good defensive play there from Inter Miami's Rondell White. Rondell White doing a great job getting in front of the ball. As we take a look back at this opportunity by Chica. Chica just slashing through, got his head square on the ball, but couldn't get it past the keeper, Marine. Sixth corner of the game now for Atlanta. The corners are coming here in the first half for the Five Stripes. This ball whipped into the box. Headed out. Played out by Brennan. Brennan on the return pass. On the edge of the area. And another corner coming. A couple of corners, have there been some breaks for Inter Miami? They've done a pretty good job here defending. Chica, though, moments ago with the best opportunity off the corner for Atlanta. Got his head square on the ball, but couldn't put it by. Gill will get us going once again with the right foot. Gill plays it in. Headed out. And Inter Miami once again doing a good job preventing the corner. Oh, the corner once again for Atlanta. Opportunity here as the Herons will come back to defend once again. Once again, Mohamed Cisse having to make the long walk, as well as Daniel Chica, the two center backs for this Atlanta United side. Played in, headed out by White. Sent away by Vorenkamp. Here's Dunbar. The captain, Cisse, dispossessed of the ball, but maintains possession, does Atlanta. There's a good job there by Riley coming over, but couldn't keep the ball in play. Chance here for Dunbar? No. We have a foul here called against Atlanta United. Great crowd out tonight here in Athens, Georgia at Turner Soccer Complex, about an hour and a half away from Atlanta. Good movement here by the Herons. Nice ball out wide. Can they produce on the attacking third? An opportunity as this ball stabbed away. And a corner now coming for Inter Miami. First corner of the game for the Herons. Chance here for the bodies to come up now. A player like Rondell White, 6'3". He'll be a main target for this Inter Miami side. Inward swinging ball coming. Into the box, headed away with ease. No danger that time for Atlanta. Numbers though still inside. This ball looped into the mixer. Headed up by White and on top of the netting. Just a few minutes away from half. We'll have highlights and stats from this game. Kovac, trying to get around Hall. Kovac, heavy touch, unable to keep the ball in. It goes right over the sign. We'll resume play. We'll start over again as our head referee, Eric Lozamo, was going over to check on Kovac to make sure he was all right after going on into the inboards. Approaching the break, a chance here for Atlanta United to go into the locker room up 1-0. Own goal coming from Daniel Chica in the 20th minute, his second goal of the year. That's where we stand at the moment. Inter Miami's had a couple opportunities, but have unable to get anything by Jaden Hibbert at the moment. Meanwhile, Atlanta, they've had a chance to get a great opportunity for another goal, but Marine with a big save as the Herons push up. Ball for Saha, and he's trapped by two players and cut off on his run.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes here of added at a time in the first
Good
half.
job there by the center backs converging on Saha to prevent him from breaking the spine. Shankui. Good ball here by Shankui. Hard challenge there by White, and he wins it. He went down to the ground. A great challenge right there to prevent any action from Atlanta. Alexio Suarez Corey had a great moment, but Rondell White with a big play. Another long throw coming for Sean Kui, who has no issue getting this ball into the center of the box. The throw. Chance here in transition maybe for Inter Miami. Now we will have our first yellow card handed out. And this is going to go against Atlanta United. Captain Cameron Dunbar asking why it was a yellow card.
Yellow card in the
He'll
45th
jog
minute
off.
for Atlanta United 2, number 47.
But Matthew Edwards, the first player into the book. Marine, he had trouble getting that out between his feet and gives the ball away. And whistle's blown, and this one will be called back. Good movement there between Kovac, Dunbar, as well as Will Riley. Shankui trying to slip it by White. White did enough to just get a piece of that ball. Otherwise, it could have been another opportunity, but here, another corner coming for Atlanta. It's Luke Brennan, the intended target on that pass. This ball sent into the area, headed up and out. And there is the whistle as we will go to break. Our lone goal coming in the first half from Daniel Chica. That coming in the 20th minute of play. Our score of the half is Atlanta United 1, Inter Miami 0. Coming up in our halftime show highlights in our weekend schedule. But after the break, a Pride Month story on the importance of soccer and community when we come back.
Yo!
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Welcome back. June was Pride Month, and we take you to Cincinnati and superfan Mark Brockman on how he and his soccer community found each other.
I'm Mark Brockman. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm an FC Cincinnati 2 supporter. I spend a lot of time paying attention to FC Cincinnati. The 2 team is ultimately just another outlet to get away and think about soccer for 90 minutes instead of whatever else is going on. I really enjoy the opportunity to come to the games, and the 2 team is so interesting because you can see young players and know, well, Andre Trilla debuted for this team last year at 16. Well, now he's starting for the first team, and he's one of the best ball progressors in the league. And you could have seen that last year at Scudamore. And I think that's a really cool experience, and I think there's something to be said for FCC fans who have never been to a 2 game. They don't know the highs and lows of MLS Next Pro, and there's nothing really like it to be around families and people, and you can hear everything on the field, and sometimes somebody's just going to rip a long shot, and it's going to go in, and the crowd's going to go wild, and you'll never see a replay, and you were there. You know, struggling with mental health and depression, it's really like a numbness and an apathy that gets to you. And for me, at least, it's what kind of ate away. I just didn't feel anything about anything. And FCC really provided me an outlet to feel again. And it was highs and lows and excitement and anger. And one of the first games I went to, we had a player allegedly bite somebody, and GB did not bite anybody. But you know, it's controversy and it's emotion, and it's getting back to feeling things, not just being numb to the world. I think Pride Month is about community, and it's really important for me growing up. I didn't necessarily always see representation out in front of me. So growing up, I didn't know. I knew I was different, but I didn't know if it was okay. And I think Pride Month gives you a really good opportunity to get out there and be loud and proud. And it gives the younger generation an opportunity to see people living their lives as gay people or queer people. I think if there was something I was going to tell a kid or myself when I was in the closet younger, it's probably the most important thing in your life is going to be loving yourself. And if you love you, you're going to find people who will love you too. I mean, people told me it gets better, and be yourself as a kid, and it always kind of sounds dumb and banal and cliche, but there really is something to be your authentic self, and you're gonna do what you're passionate about and engage in your hobbies and things you're passionate about, and you will find a community that you enjoy and that loves you for who you are. Ultimately, being yourself is going to be more rewarding than being anybody else wants you to be. And just don't be afraid, because ultimately none of it matters.
My name is Nathaniel James. You can call me Natty James. I'm a striker / winger from Trinidad and Tobago. I grew up in a place called La Hocata Rima. I grew up in the east side of the island. I started in a club nearby named FC Santa Rosa, and that's where I started playing football. My father, he saw that I had like my shoes were always dirty after school and stuff, and when I came home one day, I was like, I want to start to play football, and he was like, you want to start to play football? So my father was actually the one who started like carrying me out on the field, started passing, kicking, running, teaching me running techniques, everything. Then he got me into football because he used to play as well. After that, I just started playing, and I've been playing ever since. I was in Jablote, and I was playing youth football there. So at that time, I got selected for the under-15 national team. At the time, I was just so happy just to play and just to be around this environment, and I was just so
They say the world's game is played everywhere. This is how we play it here. Every weekend across North America. From Vancouver's mountain rain to the shores of Florida. From the City of Angels to the Heartland. The world's brightest stars light up our fields.
Let's go.
And our fans bring the world to life. In every language, in every city. One game, one roar. Sold out nights under lights.
My name is Nathaniel James.
So my name is Edouard Nice. I'm from Belgium. I'm 21 years old, playing offensive midfielder for North Texas SC. Started playing for my hometown, Royal Sport. There's not a lot of people in my hometown. It's not really like a sport town or anything like that. It's just like a village, like a small village club. I played there for like 5 years. Yeah, that's where I started playing soccer. Coming from semi-pro back home, never won any trophy, never did anything, and then going to Northeast and just, talking with the coach before joining them. He was talking about trophy, winning a national championship, and that's what I wanted. That's why I joined them, and the first year we lost in the semi-final, and we came up close, losing 0 games, losing 1 game, and it was the game in the semi-final. And then the year we came back, we won it all. So first big trophy for the college as well, first national championship, and it meant a lot to me. Yeah.
FC Dallas selects number 306 Edouard Nice from the University of Illinois.
No, it was crazy. I mean, I was sitting with my whole family on the couch in my house, and even my best friend from back home, and I just wanted to hear my name. Thought that was the moment for me, and it happened. So I was really happy. And one of my goals coming to America as well was getting drafted, as well as going Division 1. And just that happening was like surreal. I couldn't believe it in a sense, because going from hometown club, village, playing 6 years there, then playing semi-professional, you don't expect yourself 3 years later to get called in the MLS Super Draft and signing professional for FC Dallas. For this season, I would say, yeah, I want to be obviously the MVP of the league. That would be a good goal of mine. I mean, everything possible, like winning the Golden Boot, everything. But at the end of the day, I just want to win a trophy with North Texas. I know they won one in 2024, and I want to win one again. I want to give my teammates the best effort from me on the field, and just they can look up to me and be like, yeah, this guy is trying his hardest, and we want to work for him at the same time, and just help the team winning trophies.
North Texas had its ribbon-cutting ceremony, first official practice and game at the new Texas Health Mansfield Stadium with a capacity of over 7,000. Mansfield Stadium sits on a 250-acre stable entertainment district and was the FIFA World Cup base of operations for Czechia last month. The stadium opened with a bang on 4th of July with a North Texas win. They hope to have many more wins at their home stadium. One of the best in MLS Next Pro and one of the best new stadiums in MLS Next Pro. A large reason why they're going to be able to convince players that North Texas and Mansfield Stadium is the right place to be. Team out there enjoying time with the fans at Mansfield Stadium, but our score here at the break: Atlanta 1, Miami 0. Let's check out our upcoming schedule in MLS Next Pro. Plenty of action around the league here tonight and tomorrow. Right back at it with Philadelphia Union 2 taking on Huntsville City. That game will kick at 3 p.m. Eastern. Carolina Core will host Chattanooga. That game will kick at 5 p.m. Meanwhile, CT United FC takes on Toronto FC 2. That game will be at 6 p.m. And closing out the evening tomorrow on Sunday, Austin FC will take on Minnesota United FC 2. That game will kick at 8:30 p.m. Plenty of great games on tomorrow. Here at the break, though, our score 1-0 in favor of the home side. Daniel Chico with the lone goal in this game. Halftime highlights from the first 45 minutes of play. Here a chance early for the visitor. This ball looped in. Shot here coming from top of the box, blocked in front. And Inter Miami not able to get on the score sheet here. A nice little back heel. The shot by Saha was blocked and scooped up by Jaden Hibbert. Meanwhile, for Atlanta United too, Kovac, he's been tough to deal with this block. Shot goes up and on top of the crossbar. He had a great opportunity right there. Here, great interchange from Cisse, giving the ball back to Dunbar. And then a nice little back heel finding Chica. That goal coming in the 20th minute. He has now scored in back-to-back weeks here for Atlanta. And they nearly had another one here before the break. This ball played to Dunbar, hits a shot on, and how about the save by Marine to keep this game by a score of 1-0. Here, Daniel Chica nearly gets his second, getting his head straight to the ball, and Marine able to make the save, and that is where we sit at the break. Atlanta 1, Inter Miami 0.
Yeah, boys hear sentiment, flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still sticking ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best, can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next, just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next, just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next, just know we got now.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
"45 minutes down at Turner Soccer Complex in Athens, Georgia. Atlanta United up 1-0 over Inter Miami. Josh Toll with you this evening. Our lone goal coming from Daniel Chica. That goal coming in the 20 minutes of play, as we will have two subs come on for Inter Miami to begin this game. I should say to begin the second half. So Inter Miami making some changes here. One of the players that'll be coming on the game, Max Ponikovarsky, will come onto the field. We'll also have a sub come on for Atlanta, it looks like, as well. Sean Gormley also coming onto the field for the visitors. Our head referee is Eric Lozama. He'll get us going once again here in this second half. Beautiful night out in Athens, Georgia. And Luke Brennan's night is over for Atlanta. Eric Dovolo will come on. Will Riley is also done, as Andrew Hardinez will come onto the field. And now we will begin play once again. De Paula now off for Inter Miami as Gormley comes on. And Vorenkamp also off the field, and Jeremy Ortella on. Miami have struggled scoring goals on the season, last in the league with just 13 goals on the year. They've been shut out their last 3 games. Chance here to get one back, lost 3 in a row. Meanwhile, for Atlanta United, if this scoreline is to hold, they've won back-to-back games after taking down Toronto last week by a score of 1-0. The lone player in that game with the goal was Daniel Chica, although it was Jonathan Ransom getting the clean sheet that time for Atlanta. Jaden Hibbert here has a chance to get his first clean sheet of the season as Gill will go back to Hibbert. Hibbert will go up the spine.
Here to begin the second half for your Atlanta United 2. Exiting the match is number
Hard challenge as the ball pops out. Goes right to Ignacio Suarez Corey. He's looking to pass it up to DeVolo. Good job there going to the ground to make the stop by Sloan Morrison.
And exiting number 20, Luke Brennan. Entering the match, number 67, Enzo Dulalo.
Kovac out wide. Dovolo now into the game for this Atlanta United side. Dovolo on the season does have 2 goals to go with an assist, the 12th overall pick out of UNC Greensboro. This ball is played in by Chica and stabbed away, but right to Gormley. Gormley going down on the ground, able to play the ball out, but plays it right to Atlanta United. Dunbar, the captain, to his left. Dunbar trying to bend it, and this one wide of the frame. Just cannot get that bend into the far post that he wanted. Right idea, but just could not get it to curl in. Great effort right here by Dunbar. Gets it to his left side. But there, that ball always going wide. Another opportunity, but offside flag up against DeVolo. Inter Miami struggling to settle into the second half here as we're 5 minutes in. A foul here called against Atlanta. Did have the 1 yellow card handed out. That's Matthew Edwards in the first half, but his day is over. As Matthew Sinanu came on at the break. So the 3 first-teamers off, coming down to get some time here with the second team. This first team play will resume next week in MLS. World Cup will come to a close on the 19th in the final. Marine. Urquidy goes out wide. Rondell White, he had a solid first half for Inter Miami. See what he can do here in the second half. Let's see if he tries to be a little bit more of a threat on the wing as he controls possession. Plays it to the captain, Tyler Hall. And once again with it is White. White again, a big body at 6'3". If Inter Miami can find a way to get some more set pieces, another corner, maybe they can use that size of his to their advantage as this ball is won by Davolo. Davolo attacking the area. Davolo cuts it across, square ball. The shot, it goes into the top corner, and Atlanta have two. Ignacio Suarez-Corey with a beautiful strike, and he gets his first goal of the year. How about this ball by Davolo into Suarez-Corey? Did a great job winning the ball back. Suarez-Corey just picking out that top right corner and finishing. And now some breathing room here for the home side. Last time these two teams met in Miami, Atlanta on the road got the 2-0 victory. Trying to do the same thing here once again, but still with plenty of time. Their night might not be over when it comes to scoring. Inter Miami here in the second half having issues getting across midfield. They just need to slow the game down, let it come to them, not force anything. But right now, Atlanta being great in their press. You have to think that is one of the things that Jose Silva talked about. We need to be better in how we press here to begin the second half. Force them to play the ball, force them to make mistakes with their decision making. They have done just that. This ball, big track back, and this ball is going to be an own goal on the cross. A disappointing moment for Inter Miami. Atlanta just playing the ball across, and Tyler Hall couldn't do anything with it as he sends it into his own goal. Well, here another mistake, and winning the ball back once again is Atlanta. And then the pass across, Hall gets his foot to it, but can't get it on target. It was Andrew Jardines who won the ball back for Atlanta, forcing the own goal. Atlanta coming out strong here in the second half. 2 goals in the span of 2 minutes. Ignacio Suarez-Corey in the 51st, and then the own goal from Hall, although that was caused by Andrew Jardines. Inter Miami just not able to settle in here to the second half. Acevedo will come over to the ball. Let's see if he'll take this kick. Acevedo will place the ball down. High arcing ball, headed out. Shankui was able to clear it away for Atlanta. Dunbar. For Kovac. Kovac slots it back and able to cover it up as Maureen, but that was the right thought right there by Kovac. And Maureen doesn't get over this ball. It's going to be another goal for Atlanta. How about this ball from Dunbar to Kovac? Kovac patiently awaits the cross. A chance there would have been Dovolo. That would have been able to get his ball or his foot to the ball to get the strike, but just couldn't reconnect. This portion of the broadcast is sponsored to you by Emory Healthcare. Atlanta United showing so many different ways with their overlaps and underlaps and players weaving in and out, trying to create opportunities in the attacking third. Dovolo nearly an assist in his goal if that connects on the pass from Kovac. Here's Cisse. Cisse now reunited with his normal center back partner and Matthew Sinano. So that pushes Daniel Chica out to the right back position for Atlanta. Going down on the ground to win that ball was White. Here's Gormley. Almeida. He'll come to the near side and Morrison. Acevedo out wide. Little step over and go. To the byline, the cross, and that's stopped by Hibbert. Hibbert doing a great job stopping the cross attempt from Inter Miami. Right idea right there by the Herons, but Hibbert right on top of that pass. Hibbert. Acevedo was applying the pressure, but Hibbert able to play it out. Dovolo for Kovac. Leads him a little bit too much. Right idea right there by Dovolo once again, but couldn't connect with the team's leading scorer in Kovac. This ball relayed back. Marine. This ball played into the center and Saha. Acevedo pushing up. This ball stolen away by Cisse. How about Cisse just coming up to make the stop? You have to love that as a center back, stopping the rush forward. That's a great play right there. That won't go on the stat sheet. But just a smart play by Mohamed Cisse in his first season coming over from North Texas. Gill. Now here, Atlanta United can pick and choose how they want to play the remainder of this game with the 3-goal cushion. For them, you don't want to see them take their foot off the pedal. A lot of times when teams take their foot off the pedal, that allows the other team to find that rhythm, find that momentum to create opportunities. Because Atlanta United or other teams allow so much pressure trying to just maintain possession. With all the other numbers going forward from the opposition, a lot of times you see teams give up those easy goals when you'd rather see them just put on the attack and try to add to that goal score. Sinano turns back. Hibbert. Now 3 goalkeepers that have been used this year for Atlanta United. Hibbert, the only one that has yet to get a clean sheet. Jonathan Ransom as well as James Donaldson, both with 2 clean sheets each. Hard challenge, and that will draw the whistle. And we will have another booking in this game. A pair of subs once again about to come on for Inter Miami. Diego Rey's night is over.
Number 78, Andrew Hardinez.
So Hardinez with the yellow card. Flores now on. Zidane Cadet will also come onto the field for Inter Miami. All the yellow cards in this game going against Atlanta. Hardinez as well as Matthew Edwards back in the first half. This ball looping in. And this will be covered up by Hibbert.
Inter Miami 2 substitutions in the 61st minute. Exiting the match, number 52, Diego Rey. Entering the match, number 86, Zidane Cadet. Also exiting the match, number 48, Matias Acevedo. Entering the match, number 79, Alejandro Flores.
Gill. This ball sent over the top for Hardinez. Hardinez played it back for Kovac, and the easy tap in! Kovac with his 13th goal of the season. Hardinez with the assist. Well, Hardinez very much could have 2 assists in this game. How about Hardinez racing for the ball? Just a square ball over to Kovac, and he just taps it in with ease. But that's the pressure from Hardinez, forcing the mistake. And now Atlanta up 4-0. Kovac extend his goal lead by 3, leading MLS Next Pro at the moment. Kovac has now scored in 6 of his last 8 games.
United 2 goal in the 62nd minute. Number 39, Arif.
Earlier this year against Huntsville City, had the 5 goals that he scored. Also had an assist in that game. As now Inter Miami look to get one back. The chance here on the shot, blocked aside once again by Atlanta. Atlanta doing a good job. Sean Quee going to the ground to make things difficult, and then Cisse coming over to help. Great communication there with Sean Quee and Cisse. Inward swinging ball coming now for the Herons. This ball near post, headed away. Reeve Kovac's goal coming in the 62nd minute. For Hardinez now 2 assists on the air. This is a player that had 20 goal contributions for Atlanta's U18 side. Just does a little bit of everything, but what he's shown off here since he's come on as a sub, his ability to press, ability to force mistakes. He's been pouncing all over Inter Miami when they are in possession. One of the things that Jose Silva talked about is the ability to press, the ability to defend. And Hardinez, he has just been a lightning bolt of energy for this Atlanta side on both sides of the ball, defending and presenting opportunities in the attacking third. Of course, his pass over was what led to the own goal by Hall. And that's where we stand. This will be left behind. So Atlanta with a 4-goal lead here. 3 of those goals coming in the second half. Daniel Chico with the lone goal in the first half for Atlanta. This portion of the broadcast is sponsored to you by Gallagher. Marine able to cover this ball up. Well, Inter Miami giving up the first 4 goals in this game and struggling to get anything across the halfway line. Against Atlanta United, a team that when scoring first, they have a 6-win record when scoring the first goal as Kovac gets it to his left. Kovac, that shot blocked away by Marine. Marine has had 3 great saves. That one point blank right there on the league's leading scorer. How about this opportunity by Kovac? Gets it to his left foot, and Marine goes down to make the stop. Otherwise, this game could be 5-0, and Kovac could have a brace. This ball played out wide. Hardines. Gill. Dunbar. Ignacio Suarez Corey, who has a goal for Hardines. Cuts it across. Chica, who got the goal scoring start off, plays it back in. Cisse pushing up. Dunbar. Back to Cisse. And Dunbar goes to the ground, and this will be a foul here against Inter Miami. Now a set piece from a dangerous position here, and the Herons are going to have to defend. Atlanta United would love to get a 5th goal right here. Most goals scored this season by Atlanta United, coming in that Huntsville win by a score of 6-2. This ball played in. Nothing going for Atlanta at the moment. Cisse will roll it back, and Hibbert will send it away. Thirty-eight goals scored now on the season for Atlanta United. Game of the night, 5th in the league in goals scored, and just moving up the bracket. Now Ignacio Suarez Corey, his night will be over, so he'll leave with a goal. Now Santillan will come on, made his debut last week. He'll look to close out this game. 4 subs used in total at the moment for Atlanta.
Substitution in the 69th minute.
And 4 subs also used so far here in the second half for Inter Miami.
Exiting the match, number 56, Ignacio Suarez Corey. Entering the match, number 76, Noah Santillan.
This ball looped forward, and it'll go out of play. And a throw here coming for Inter Miami. How about this Atlanta United side? They've signed 11 next pro players to first-team contracts. Of course, Dominic Shanqui being one of those. Aiden Torres, another one. Santiago Pita, Nick Firmino, just to name a few. Inter Miami, even though struggling on the season, they've signed 14 different players to their first team over the course of the career. Tyler Hall being one of them. Israel Boatwright, Preston Planbeck, Cesar Abadiarita being another one. Of course, Benjamin Kremansky was a main piece with the first team before going overseas. A lot of these different teams in MLS Next Pro producing the future stars here in Major League Soccer. MLS Next All-Star game coming up. Levi Williams named to that for Inter Miami. That'll take place on Monday, July 27th in North Carolina. That game will kick at 7:30 p.m. Meanwhile, for Atlanta United, their academy team, Shefe Fakiesi, named to the All-Star game as well. So Cisse into the books. Now for Atlanta United with this 4-goal lead, one thing they want for sure is that clean sheet. To be back-to-back weeks with a clean sheet. Hardines plays in, was looking for Kovac, unable to reach him. This portion of the broadcast is sponsored to you by Adidas. For Atlanta United, a chance to get their 9th win of the season. It would take a lot for Inter Miami to get back into this one, especially with the way they struggle scoring goals. Just 13 goals scored on the year. And that's been what they've lacked, that out-and-out true goal scorers. That's the thing. They do have Zeltzir Zubida, who can score at will, but they need some help as Kovac gets the ball stabbed away. Hardines back to Kovac. Kovac with a back heel. Oh, that would have been something else. But an even better save once again by Marines. Well, how about that creativity from Marif Kovac? Nice ball in here by Hardines, finding Kovac, just stops it, and then a quick back heel. And a corner chance coming here for Atlanta. If this scoreline is to hold, Atlanta would move up to 6th in the standings, just one spot. This ball played into the box. Headed out, but only as far as Hardines. Hardines creates a little space with a shot, bending, one hopper, and Marine right there once again. Hardines, he has been a difference maker since he has stepped onto the field tonight for Atlanta. The assist, nearly a goal rate here, but Marine with another solid save. This shot deflected. Chica showing off the footwork. Chica sneaking through. Chica with a shot! And this one over the crossbar. Well, Chica thirsty for that second goal. Had a great chance in the first half on a header that was stopped by Marine. This time sending it over the crossbar. With this scoreline, Atlanta would move up to 30 points on the season. That would put them 4 points back from Columbus Crew 2, leading the league with 34 points. But in the Eastern Conference, it's Crown Legacy leading the way with 34 points. We'll have a hydration break here in the second half. So a chance for each side to go to the sideline and get a little break here in. Atlanta United controlling this game here, and it's all been about the second half. 3 goals scored. Ignacio scores. Corey got things going in the 51st minute. Then you had the own goal by Hall. That coming in the 53rd, but that was Andrew Hardines creating that own goal. And then Arif Kovac with the goal in the 62nd minute. He now has 13 goals on the season. He leads MLS Next Pro. Andrew Hardines with an assist on that goal. Hardines also a chance scoring just moments ago, but another big save by Matias Marine in this game. Marine doing a great job keeping his team alive with the saves that he has made throughout the season. Defending has been there at different times, but the problem for Inter Miami is they just cannot find ways to be creative in the attacking third. Didi Cibrian will now come into the game. Atlanta will look to close out the night with a win at home. For Atlanta to be their 5th win of the season at home. Saha also off. Ido Zeltzir Zabita will come on. So Zeltzir Zabita, the team's leading scorer with 7 goals, comes on. Zeltzir Zabita looking to be a player that can give this team a little jolt for the remainder. And this shot into the side webbing.
And some substitutions in the 77th minute for your Atlanta United 2. Exiting the match, number 16, Adrian Gill. Entering the match, number 81, Didi Cibrian.
So Cibrian in for Adrian Gill.
Inter Miami 2, exiting the match, number 80, Mateo Saha. Entering the match, number 47, Ido Zubida.
This ball played out wide. Sent forward by Morrison, but right to Atlanta United. Centillion loses possession. Morrison regains it for Inter Miami. Going all the way back will be Rondell White to Marine. Whistle had blown earlier with an injured player down for Inter Miami. Popping up is Ian Urquidi. Urquidi, just 19 years old in his 2nd season with the club. Not sure what happened to Urquidi. I just took a bump there or just stepped wrong before going down. But nothing malicious from Atlanta United. Just one of those weird injuries that sometimes happens. Sometimes legs do get a little tangled, maybe takes a little knock on the knee. Morrison. This ball scooped up. And we'll have a foul here, and this will go against Hardines. Hardines is sitting on a yellow card, so does need to be careful. Here Miami going side to side, trying to find some space that they can work with. See if they can find any place to find a crack in the defense of Atlanta United. Here's Zeltzir Zubida to his right foot. Little opportunity here, trying to find some wiggle room. The shot blocked away by Sean Quee, and he'll go out for an Inter Miami throw. Zeltzir Zubida going from one side of the area to the other side. Tells here's Zabita. For White. White gives it up. Nice pass there. The shot and deflected up and over by Hibbert. First real challenge he's seen here in the second half, and he's up to the task to make the save. Great strike here, but Hibbert protecting that near post, able to make the save. This ball, back post. This ball looped in with the left. An opportunity, the shot. Oh my, what a kick save by Hibbert to keep the game 4-0. Big one right there, and great back-to-back saves from the Atlanta United goalkeeper. Well, for a player that last made his start back in May, he has made back-to-back saves in just a matter of minutes to keep this game in favor of Atlanta United as they search for their 5th clean sheet of the year. This ball chipped forward. Sonano back. He'll nod it back to Hibbert. Seen it a couple different times here now. This back line of Atlanta United breaking down. Maybe some tired legs out there for some of the players still on the field. A player like Mohamed Cisse, Daniel Chica, as well as Sean Kui. Sonano coming on at the break as a sub for Matthew Edwards, as this ball is going to be gathered in by Moraine. Nearly lost the ball. What a nightmare that could have been here tonight for Inter Miami if he loses it and Atlanta's able to pounce on the ball. Morrison into the center. An offside flag is up. Well, the struggles continue for Inter Miami. The last win coming last August against this Atlanta side. That was 23 matches ago. They'll have to wait until the 22nd of this month when they take on Carolina Core to possibly get that first win of the season. Hardinez back to Kovac, to Hardinez, and offside flag is up. A giveaway here once again by Atlanta. Inter Miami looking for that first goal. Trying to find a positive in this game. Hard challenge. And no foul. Trying to draw the foul for Inter Miami was Zidane Cadet, but couldn't get the whistle. Dunbar. Stillion trying to track down the ball. Laid out by Marine. Marine. We'll just slot this out wide. For Atlanta, they've never made the playoffs in their club's history here in MLS Next Pro. That could change this year with the win. They'll move up to 6th in the standings with 30 points. Through 2 right now at the top of the standings in the Eastern Conference. Crown Legacy right there with them with 34 points as well. Shot. Oh, how about that strike? And Inter Miami get one on the scoreboard. Well, the clean sheet will not hold for Atlanta United, but that was a thing of beauty. How about this hit from Flores with the left foot as he gets a goal on the scoreboard? Alejandro Flores with the strike, and it was a magnificent one at that. And unfortunately for Jaden Hibbert, he'll have to wait to get his first clean sheet of the season. This ball stabbed down. Santillan gets the ball back. Marine well out. A chance here. Hardinez headed away. Missed chance right there for Atlanta. Dunbar lifts it well up and over. Well, for Inter Miami, you have to love the fight, sticking with it as Flores gets on the score sheet. That was a no-doubter, too, once it left his foot. Nothing Jaden Hibbert could do. Outstretched, diving, but plenty of power and pace behind the shot by Flores. This ball played in, oh, up and over. A great run. Atlanta nearly with another one. Eric Dovolo with quite the game for Atlanta. Just been a difference maker since he has stepped onto the field. This ball will go out, and it'll be another throw here for Atlanta. Dovolo assisting on the Suarez Corey goal. He's been a mainstay, forced the own goal as well. And right now, sitting wide open, but Kovac unable to reach him. Nearly had a goal in this game, too. But Dovolo's chance was denied. Set piece here coming for Atlanta. Dunbar, the captain, played in. Looping ball in. Shot from long range, well up and over. And 3 minutes of stoppage time added on here to the second half. Dovolo once again applying the pressure on Morrison. This ball sent away. Morrison on the edge of the area. Cuts across and sent away by Atlanta. The turn. Telsier Zubida. Near post. Oh, how about that save by Hibbert? He's had some fantastic ones here tonight. Both keepers have come up big with their saves. This ball played on the ground on the return pass. The shot blocked aside. Looped in, headed up, and chested down by Hibbert, and he'll just cover the ball up, and Atlanta United will move forward. They'll move forward on the season with their 9th win of the season. And there is the whistle, and Inter Miami get the victory by a score of, or Inter Miami fall in the game against Atlanta United, with Atlanta getting the victory by a score of 4-1, and the difference maker was Enzo Davolo. Once he came onto the field for this Atlanta United side, he was instrumental in 3 goals for the 5 stripes. Once he subbed on, was applying the pressure, forced the mistakes of Inter Miami, contributing on assists, and he is tonight's man of the match, presented to you by Adidas. Enzo Davolo coming on as the sub out of UNC Greensboro. He was the difference maker tonight for Atlanta here, winning the ball back off Morrison. Attacking the box, cuts it across. This one shot through by Ignacio Suarez. Corey Davolo getting the assist on that goal. And then he also on the own goal does it all himself, cuts the ball across, and Davolo once again forcing the mistake of Inter Miami, gets the ball first, and here this ball tapped in by Kovac. Kovac with the goal, Davolo with the assist. Kovac with 13 goals on the season. Davolo now with 3 assists on the year, and he is our Adidas player of the match for our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew. I'm Josh Toll. Once again, our final score, Atlanta United 4, Inter Miami 1. Don't forget you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Thank you and good night.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.